Hyundai has just revealed all the changes coming to their lineup for the 2026 model year. But there's one thing that has me really sad, so let's start with that, and that is that they are dropping all versions of the Hyundai Kona EV except for that base model with the small battery pack. Say goodbye to the long-range Kona EV. Really bummed to see that, but part of me is also kind of thinking that they are probably making space for whatever smaller Ioniq car is in the pipeline. I think it's rumored to be called the Ioniq 3. So I'm remaining hopeful that they're just kind of pushing this to the side now to make room for a newer car. Whether that'll be a super fast charging, high voltage little hatchback remains to be seen, but I remain hopeful that we can see something kind of cool like that in the near future. Odds are it's going to be more like Kia EV3 though, where it's going to be 10 to 80%, probably a half an hour, which is still fairly good. Now let's talk about the 2026 Ioniq 5. There's a little bit of good, but mostly bad. So let's start with the good. Two of my favorite colors from the 2025 Ioniq 5, Ultimate Red and Cosmic Blue Pearl, which were exclusive to the XRT trim, are now going to be available across the lineup. So SEL, Limited, they're all going to be able to get it, which is really cool. The lineup desperately needed some bright colors, so I welcome that. They also get the color from Ioniq 9, Sage Silver Matte. It's not my favorite looking color, but it looks okay. And then all trims now come with a dual voltage home level 1/2 charger. It has different plugs, so you can use a NEMA 1450 or a standard household outlet. But that's where the good ends. It didn't take long. Let's get to the bad. Now, if you've been around for the last 3 years, you'll know that something similar happened back with the 2023 model year. So for 2023, Hyundai started removing features from the SEL trim, which in my opinion is the biggest value version of the Ioniq 5. You get so much more versus the SE. And then for the 2024 model year, they removed even more from the already decontented Ioniq 5. It was just such a huge disappointment, and by 2024, I couldn't even recommend getting the SEL anymore because it was basically an SE with less than a handful of other options that you might want. And the price jump to me just wasn't worth it. And I didn't mention this whole time from 2022 to 2024, prices kept going up across the entire lineup. And now for 2026, the same thing is happening. And it's not just the SEL this time, it's also the XRT. So let's start with SEL. No more projector LED headlights. No more power folding side mirrors. No more roof rails. No more heated steering wheel. No more heated rear seats. No more advanced rear occupant alert. No more digital key 2. These are really nice features, and the fact that they are removing them now from their volume version of the Ioniq 5, such a bummer. Now the XRT. No more power folding side mirrors. No more sliding center console. No more steering wheel pixel lights. No more heated steering wheel. No more heated rear seats. No more EASD, which is the fake engine sounds that the cars have. In fact, they're eliminating that entirely. I don't think people like it, so they're just getting rid of it. For the XRT, getting rid of a heated steering wheel to me is kind of unforgivable. Like, it is the outdoor focused car. People are going to be out in the snow. They want to get in a car and grab a nice heated steering wheel. But no more. That's only on the top trim. And then on the limited trim, they're just getting rid of that ESD that I just mentioned. So I can understand on the SEL, maybe getting rid of a couple of these things. Maybe getting rid of the heated rear seats. Honestly, I was shocked to see that they even had that on the 2025 Ioniq 5. That's just a real nice feature that you wouldn't expect in a mid-level trim in most cars. And I could potentially think it's okay to get rid of the roof rails because you could potentially find an aftermarket solution. Now, we don't have pricing yet, so maybe they're going to lower the prices, but with tariffs, I do not see that happening. Prices are likely going to go up, and they're removing features. It's just going to be the worst of both worlds. Really can't wait to see how much they remove for the 2027 model year. Now, let's move on to Ioniq 5N, because there's some bigger changes coming for the new model year. Now, first up, and something you're really going to want to think about before you go out and buy an Ioniq 5N anytime soon, is it is changing from the CCS port to the NACS charging port. And with that, it is coming with the adapters so that you can use a CCS1 charger or a J1772 level 2 home charger. But honestly, I think a lot of people are still perfectly happy with CCS. Most chargers out there still utilize CCS, so it's not going away anytime soon. You can get an adapter to use those NACS-equipped charging cables. So you just kind of got to make a decision which one you want to go with, because there are plenty of Ioniq 5Ns still sitting on dealer lots. Some have been sitting there waiting to be sold for almost a year now. It's honestly kind of sad. The 2026 Ioniq 5N is also gaining a feature that most people truly hate, and that is the forward attention warning driver-facing camera. Depending on what glasses you wear or how you like to sit, it's going to scream at you and disable highway drive assist. I personally have not had any issues with it lately, but some drivers are really pissed off that they added it to the 2025 Ioniq 5, so that's also something you're going to want to consider. I did a whole video about that. I'll have that linked above right now if you want to check that out. The 5N is also coming with the same dual voltage charger from the 5 and Ioniq 9. The rear windows in the car now are auto up and down, controlled by the driver's little panel, and the car does come in a new color, Performance Blue Pearl. Beyond that, there is some changes to the way the car drives. So N-Drift Optimizer Pro previously was single mode only. Now it is 10 selectable stages, according to the press release. I honestly have never tried that setting, so it's not something I can really comment on. But that's it for the 5N. As far as Ioniq 9, that is already a 2026 model year. It just went on sale, so obviously no changes. Last but certainly not least, Ioniq 6. So there's really nothing to report right now. I did do a video about the changes coming to the Ioniq 6. We don't know what changes exactly are coming to the US market. The video was based on the Korean spec. But most of the things that came with the 2025 Ioniq 5 are going to be coming to the 2026 Ioniq 6 later this year. The standout features obviously being the larger 84 kilowatt hour battery pack, the CCNC infotainment system, revised front and rear fascias, and of course the NACS charging port. I do expect Hyundai to fully release the details about the 26 Ioniq 6 relatively soon. I would guess probably in the next month, 2 months. In regard to Ioniq 6N, I have not made a video about that yet, but it did debut at the Goodwood Festival of Speed last week. We are expecting that to go on sale this year in Korea and in Europe. US supposedly next year, early next year. But that is basically the Ioniq 5N version of the Ioniq 6, just a badass sports car. But expect more details on the Ioniq 6N in the near future as well. Now, as you all know, there is a lot of turmoil going on with EV tax credits right now and what future prices of these cars are going to look like based on tariffs. I am not ready to report any specifics yet, but I have heard that Hyundai is losing hundreds of millions of dollars due to tariffs, and prices are likely to go up by at least a couple $1,000s per vehicle. And that's on top of losing the $7,500 tax credit. So hard to say. Prices are probably going to go up, but Hyundai also does need to stay competitive in the market here in the US. So maybe they won't go up as much as we're thinking. I can't really say right now, but that's just some of the rumors I have heard. When I do have more information about what prices are going to look like, though, I will have a video going over all of that. So that's going to do it for this video. Those are all the changes coming for 2026. Again, super bummed to see that the Kona EV is mostly going away, but I am excited to see what the future holds for the Ioniq 3 or Ioniq 2 or whatever they're going to call it. So anyway, guys, if you liked today's video, give it a thumbs up. Check out my store at ioniqguy.com for accessories for your Hyundai, Kia, or Genesis EV. Consider becoming a channel member for as little as 99 cents per month. For $3 per month, you can get a 5% discount to my store, as well as early access to all of these videos. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody.